Welcome to the Scalpel of Truth podcast, the members-only inner circle club for VIP bachachos, with your host, Leisa Krauss, the bitchin' beautician, also known as the Profit Queen. And don't worry, the cursing and salty language is already included in your club fees. As a business consultant with over 30 years in the industry, Leisa is a no-nonsense profit strategist, international speaker, motivational sales trainer, and thought leader. Known for her bold, unapologetic style, she coaches med spa owners, managers, and providers all over the world to become high-end profit powerhouses. Her practice growth strategies are sharp, her stories even sharper, and her panache for bringing the spice, the sharpest. So get ready to transform your practice into a wildly successful luxury brand. Buckle up, bachachos. Leisa is about to slice and dice another episode of The Scalpel of Truth.
Welcome back to the Scalpel of Truth podcast, where I cut deep into the realities of the medical aesthetic industry. No fluff, no filters, and definitely no bullshit. I'm your host, Leisa Krauss, aka Leisa the Bitchin' Beautician, your profit strategist and business consultant. And today I'm slicing into one of the most requested topics I've ever had in my DMs. Let's talk about the rockstar employees, the A-game players, the ones that every clinic owner says they want, lots more of, until they leave and the clinic starts to crumble. You know who I'm talking about here, right? The injector who books out every clinic day for weeks or months, the laser tech who doubles her conversions time and time again, and the esthetician who knows their patient by name, remembers their dog's birthdays, and continuously manages to make you an extra $10K month over month. And yet these same people are often overlooked, under-celebrated, even left off the fucking social media grid of the clinic, while the mediocre ones get all the spotlight because they're safe and they would never try and leave. So it's okay to build them up. They wouldn't have the ability to do this on their own. Or maybe they're closer to management. So what happens next? The rock star either walks across the street to join your competition, or she builds her own brand and becomes your biggest threat yet. Here's the legal part I need to read. This podcast is presented solely for educational entertainment purposes. Guys, I'm just your beauty business bitch. I'm not a licensed therapist or an HR representative, nor am I a lawyer. This platform's used to share my experiences with what's made me a successful service provider, a manager, and a business consultant for those who I coach. Got it? Beautiful. Before anyone gets defensive, and let's be real, I've seen this movie play out dozens of times. And in every version, there are always two sides to the story. So on one side, the owner who's terrified of losing control, afraid that giving credit to an A-grade team member or an A-game team member will make patients follow them should they leave the practice. Legitimate. I see where the worry is. But instead of worrying, you got to have strategy. So on the other hand, okay, two sides to the story. On the other hand, the rockstar employee who's hungry, ambitious, loyal, innovative, but tired of playing small when they know they're carrying half the fucking clinic on their back by what they're generating in revenue. I get it. And I'll tell you why I get it. I've been both. If I had been celebrated more in some of my past roles, I may have never left. But not being celebrated enough for my efforts was the fire that I used to build my own empire. As most of you know, I'm motivated by two things if you've been here a hot minute, and that's passion and spite. If you're that rock star listening right now, maybe you're meant to build your own thing. But let's also get real. You know I'm a truth teller, so entrepreneurship looks glamorous on Instagram until you're the one paying the laser leases, the credit card bills, the insurance premiums, payroll, and everything else, right down to the fucking phone line. Running a business is not for the faint of heart. And it's not cocktails and content creation galore. It's payroll stress, it's tax time migraines, sleepless nights, wondering if your injecting chair will be full next month. So here's what I'm going to do in today's inner circle. Today's content-rich episode, I'm diving deep into both sides of this. So for clinic owners, how to identify those rock stars really early. I've touched on this in previous episodes. How to celebrate them properly and how to give them skin in the game, literally. From revenue-based bonuses to partial buy-ins, there are always ways to keep your A-game players invested without losing control and losing them entirely. For the service providers out there, the rock stars that are providing services listening to the podcast, I'm talking about whether it's truly time to go out on your own or if what you're actually craving could just be met through better communication, collaboration, or a new deal structure. It could be as simple as that. And trust me, I'm not holding back. In the members only portion, I am spilling the real tea here. How to create partnership models that work and the actual math behind being your own boss versus being a well-compensated rock star within a thriving clinic. So if you've ever felt unseen or terrified that your best injector is about to jump ship, this episode is for you. I am going to invite you to head over to scalpeloftruth.com or jump into the show notes and join the inner circle for only $19.99 a month to hear the rest of this content-rich consulting episode. The inner circle is a speedboat for winners. If you can't afford $19.99 a month to grow your business, I'm going to pray for you because you need a fucking life raft. You aren't ready. You're nowhere near the speedboat, okay? I don't say that to offend. Obviously, the offender of the offense is probably going to be offended, but I'm saying you need to invest in yourself, invest in your team, all right? This is the most affordable consulting that you can get on the market, bar none, and I've done this on purpose. I could easily raise the price. I've wanted to many times, but I want it to be accessible. What you get inside the inner circle will blow your skirt up, I assure you. I'm about to give you the real numbers and the systems that can literally save your team and your sanity. So, my VIP Inner Circle Bachachos who are already signed up, you know what time it is. Let's go.
Don't want to wait to see things stay the way they are.